Welcome to Truths, Proofs, and Firewater Reviews. I'm Lindsay and this is John, risking his liver to discover new whiskies.
Corkin Dusties?
Corkin Dusties.
Corkin Dusties. So,
I'm running out of ways to say that wrong. Alright, so we are doing High West Double Rye today. We found a batch from 2013. One of their earlier ones. And then we picked up one that is a batch from 18, which is when they started blending their new distillate. So, I got a new bag full of corks, my Blanton's bag of corks. Whoever picks the highest number gets the bottle of their choice.
how many are in here?
24.
Well, I'm not winning. I got two.
Two? I got 1, 2. I'm gonna go with a big bottle, old bottle. You get your pint.
So we got a pint of the newer stuff, and then we got a fifth of the older stuff. Ideally, we would like to have pints of everything, just so we don't have so many bottles laying around, but you can't always do that. So
there's a couple other High West Dusties we can get, but I've been wanting to try the Double Rye. I've been really digging ryes lately. And we wanted to continue our journey with High West, so
yeah, we really enjoy them.
This was our next step. I actually think the pint's gonna have a better cork pop. Their pints get some good cork pops.
I can't get, hold on. I like all the plastic off, but
no, that's fine. We'll get
I
it
don't know if that's gonna happen.
Okay. I think I can beat that.
Oh. Ha ha! Suck it.
I could not beat that. I just got a whiff of that.
This smells good.
Oh.
I'm gonna put mine in the littler glass.
Some of my cork is left on the bottle.
Oh. Nom nom.
It's been sitting there a while.
Stick your tongue in there and later.
It's got an interesting nose to it. And don't tell my work that I'm drinking, because I got to go to work in an hour.
That's weird.
Are they different?
Oh yeah.
So, the master distiller claims that it would go unnoticed. That smells weird.
That's what I'm saying. This one
Is it
smells...
the glass?
I don't know.
Smell it out of the bottle. Does it smell the same?
No. I don't know.
Do you want to get a different glass?
I mean, the glass is clean.
Do you think it's the glass?
No?
It smells woody.
It smells woody in here though too.
I do get like the... Alright, you want to read some info about that before we go into it? Let's let it sit and open up a little bit.
Okay, so first of all, High West has it labeled like they do not chill filter any of their products and they do not add any kind of coloring whatsoever. So that's pretty cool. So what you see is what you get. Like you can tell in the midwinters, like that's pretty astonishing of how dark that is and how they don't add any color to that.
So what bottle are we going to talk about first?
So the old one.
Okay.
Our bottle that we have is from October 14th of 2013.
You can tell by the code that they write on there, which is 13, J, and then 14. So it goes year, month, day.
So this bottle is a blend of a 2-year-old MGP rye that is 95% rye and 5% barley, and a 16-year-old rye from Barton 1792 that is 53% rye, 37% corn, and 10% barley. It is said to have a cinnamon, clove, anise, eucalyptus, button, and evergreen gin-like taste. The blend is not disclosed on how much of each go into each bottle, but there is a little bit more of the younger rye than the older rye. With both bottles, it said that the younger rye that has the more spicy gin-like qualities to it gets calmed by the 16-year-old rye. That comes in with that woodsy, caramely notes that calm down that.
Vanilla smoothness and sweetness.
So I'm interested in that. So the new one we have is from May 15th of 2018. It's bringing the profile from the older juice and blending it with bringing the profile from the older juice and blending it with the older rye, which brings out a caramel richness and woodiness to calm the bite. So that's in the same aspect of the other one. So this one is the one, like John had said before, if you see the 18 on that's when they started blending it with their own juice. So the 18 is their newer version of double rye.
So 18, 19, or now 20 will all be their own distillate in here, which is a lot younger than this one was, because this was 16-year that they ran out of. This one will be a blend of the 2-year
and
from
then their distillate.
MGP, and then their distillate, which was 4 to 7
4 to 7
years.
So like John had just said, they changed to their distillate because they ran out of the 16-year. They couldn't source it anymore.
And they're claiming that it's going to remain unchanged because I guess the 16-year distillate coming from a column still in this one, and then the 4 to 7 distillate coming from their pot still, they said is very, very similar. Which I know pot still you get a lot more flavors and darker, stronger notes, but that's quite an age difference.
I mean, the colors look the same.
Colors, actually this one looks, yeah, the older one looks slightly darker. I can tell the difference.
I see a very, like, a quarter of a shade.
Got a nice,
darker.
like, honey color.
Yeah, it's a very pretty color.
I don't really like lighter whiskeys, but this one looks pretty nice. Did it open up at all?
A little bit.
I do get that, like, piney eucalyptus rye.
I'm coming off the tail end of a cold for week 22, as
Yeah.
John would say. It's been 2 weeks. But my nose is finally starting to open up, and it's funny because when he popped that, I could smell it all, and I was, whew. Oh, he's going right on in. Ooh. It's burning my tongue.
But it's not, like, super bitey like a normal rye is.
No.
It definitely does balance it out, but leave a lot of spice in there. And I do get that, like, eucalyptus, minty, piney.
That's weird.
I don't know how this newer one is yet. I'm going to say the smell, the nose definitely goes toward the older one. This one's a little bit more odd. Older one's way more balanced on the nose.
Oh.
Tastes are actually kind of similar. Or actually very similar to me. I think the newer one's a little bit more softer. Not as bitey. That's interesting.
Yeah.
I think they're actually both pretty good whiskeys, though. What are your thoughts? You know that clove? I can taste that clove. It's like aftertaste is fully mouth.
I feel like the old one definitely smells a lot better, and it, like...
Are you dying?
A little bit.
You want to take a break?
No. The old one, the smell is a lot better, but it's a lot, like, I taste more bitey and a lot more, like, of the piney eucalyptus anise in the old one, which I don't mind because that caramel and vanilla does smooth it out a lot. But the newer one...
I don't get the caramel. I get the vanilla.
I get a little bit of caramel. I don't get a lot of it, but I do get it. I taste it. I don't smell it, but I taste it. But the new one is, like you said, it's very soft and subtle. It's not very, Like, if you are a rye drinker, you're going to want the older one. But if you're new to rye, the newer one I think would be better. But they are both very close. They're very similar. If I'm going on smell, I'm going to pick the older one.
Without a doubt, in my mind.
But if I'm
Taste?
going off taste, that, like, the newer one gave me the bite from a rye that I want, but it's very balanced with the vanilla and the caramel coming through there. So
See, I lean more toward rye whiskey than you do,
yeah,
but I like them equally. This one would be more of like a spring or fall. This one was like winter. That was very warming.
okay,
A little more harsh.
I can see that.
I did like them equally, but I'm going to lean toward the older one just because the nose was a little bit better.
I mean, coming from that aspect, then yeah, I would agree. I think they're very minute differences, but the minute differences they have, like you said,
I thought they were going to be completely different. It's kind of crazy how 4 to 7 year compares that closely to a 16.
Yeah, they did that very well.
Well, they got a good blender, good master distiller. Really cool company. I still want to keep trying their stuff.
Yeah, we're slowly buying. They are a little on the pricier range, so it's kind of hard to.
Their other
stuff.
This one was what, like 35? That's not
37.
too bad. 37 after tax.
And then this was like $22 for
I
the
think
pint,
we overpaid for that one.
which we did, but we needed it. So, but
I'd
yeah,
keep a bottle of this around.
yeah, it's a nice rye. It's a very nice rye. I like it. I think that even I could do that one. Like that's very smooth.
I do agree with them. It's good neat, but it would make a killer cocktail.
Yeah, it would. I agree.
That would balance out the sweetness perfectly.
Yeah.
All right, so if you want to try a good rye,
It's
no matter
definitely one
what
to
year
pick up.
it has, it's a good one to pick up.
Yeah. Either way, you get an old one, you get a new one, you're going to enjoy it. For sure.
There you have it.
There you have it.
So that wraps up this review. Leave a comment if you have tried this whiskey and let us know what you thought. Please like and share to social media, subscribe to our channel, and don't forget to leave a suggestion for our next review. Thanks for watching.